Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book and Networking Like a Pro. And today we are going to talk about two words that if you're talking about building an audience, you're talking about growing a following, you're talking about monetizing your expertise, there are two words that are going to be absolutely imperative when it comes to moving yourself forward. It is organizing and segmenting, all right? And more specifically, it is organizing your content and segmenting your audience. Now, let me share with you how this works. Got off the phone just recently with a potential client. I think she's going to sign on. She actually is a client that we worked with in the past, a chiropractor, medical practitioner, all right? And the challenge that we were going over, among other things, was the fact that she's like, boy, you know what? I've got so many things that I can do in terms of, solutions that it sometimes feels like it's just kind of everywhere and everything is out there. Right? And what I told her was, listen, we need to take a look at organizing your content, right? Whether we're talking back pain, are we talking knee pain? Are we talking sciatica? Are we talking maybe headaches? Because that is related to the spine, by the way, okay? So we want to be able to first organize our content. You say, all right, what does that mean, Brian? Well, take a look at the articles that you've written. Take a look at the content you've put out there. Let's organize that into 2 or 3 or 4 different categories, all right? And then from there, what we want to do is we want to then segment the audience. You're like, well, how do you do that? Well, let's say we have some articles, just for conversation, some content going with the practitioner example. Let's say we have some content on back pain, and we send out 2 or 3 or 4 different posts. Let's say you have an email list already, or maybe you don't, but for sake of conversation, you have a group of people who you're already kind of dialoguing with. Maybe it's even on social, some followers, all right? So what we want to do is we want to see, of the 100 people who are following you in some shape, form, or fashion, who, or I should say not even who, but what are they seeming to be most interested in? All right, so we send out 2 or 3 posts on back pain. And if it's an email list, you find that 30 people are interested in that. How do I know that? Based off of open rates, right? So now what I do is I take those 30 people and I have segmented them under the category of back pain. Then I send out another 2 or 3 articles, videos or whatever, and that's on, headaches. Okay, fine. Another 25 people. Come on. And some of them are the same as we had before, but most of them are different. No problem. Then I take those 25 and I put those onto a list called headaches, right? Then what happens is I have segmented, if this is making sense, my audience in a way that I make sure that going forward, I am speaking to them in a language that they want to be spoken to. See, part of the problem when it comes to growing a following is that people think it's a conversation about just blasting stuff out there. Let me blast out stuff on social, let me blast stuff out on email, let me blast stuff out on whatever. But that's not it. You need to organize your content first. We've talked about that. Milestone strategy, FAQ strategy. Once you get those blocks out there, you need to organize them. And then you put them out there in the manner that allows people to see what works best for them. Again, back pain, knee pain, whatever the case may be. Then you segment that audience. Now, you're not going to be able to do that for everything, right? Like on Facebook, it's going to be a little trickier to segment versus, say, your email list. And to be perfectly honest with you, this works best for your email list, all right? But if you don't have that, here's what you can also do. You can segment your audience by doing a free report, right? Just a free download. Hey, here's a free download on back pain. Hey, here's a free download on your spine or whatever, headaches. Here's a free download on this or that. You can push that out there on social. And then guess what? They put their name, their information in, and now you've got them on your email and they've segmented themselves that way. All right? So there's a whole number of ways that you can skin this cat, but it always comes down to organizing and segmenting, and you will absolutely be able to build an audience and grow your expertise to be able to help move yourself forward. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thank you for your time.